Landscape Associates. I'm at 89 Mahler Drive in Greenwich. First thing we talked about was the retaining wall and the fact that it's a little overpowering, not proportional in size. So the thought would be to rebuild this wall so the top of it's level with this top step, all right, and then at the same level going all the way back to the steps. So it'd basically be, I measured it to be 42 inches tall over here and roughly 30 inches tall here, okay? And then obviously we would, redo these steps to accomplish that, okay? It looks like you might need a railing as well. You might put in a different type of railing that kind of jive, look nicer with the house. All right, and then the next kind of section of the design install here would be the front foundation of the house. We talked about framing the house with height, putting in plants that when they're in a mature growth, they're not going to grow too tall, not going to go over the windowsills, and matching that with a certain aesthetic that you like based on conceptual images that I send over. Got a nice magnolia tree over here. It's always going to be a challenge to grow grass underneath there, so you might end up putting like a circular bed underneath this and some nice perennials. That might be a good idea because the lawn won't really grow well underneath this tree. Possibly trying to get some taller shade-loving plants to get some screening along that house, okay, on this side. So this is all burning bush. This will turn bright red in the fall. You might, at least it gives you screening, so you might decide to even leave these two, depending on what aesthetic you're going for. This is all known as Taxus or yew. One's a Latin name, one's a common name. And, it's a nice low hedge. Again, you might decide you want to keep that. The lawn needs a total renovation job. So it's going to need a proper fertilization program, which we do as an in-house service. So that's something else to point out. The irrigation is going to need renovations based on the landscape plan, and the same thing, we do that in-house, so you have quality control. I mentioned trying to keep those two rhododendrons in the corner, possibly do landscaping along this wall, maybe removing the ivy so it doesn't stretch down into the lawn like it has in the past. Removing all these dead, kind of dead overgrown plants over here. Possibly rethinking some of the landscaping and perennials above this wall. And here it's roughly 20 feet by 2 foot area. Obviously landscaping between the patio and the house. That's another 20 foot by 5 foot area. Landscaping along the back foundation of the house here. That's roughly 10 feet long. These other measurements I'll be able to pull off Google Earth when I get back to the office. And then the other obvious spot, which would be nice, is landscaping up on this hill. That's roughly 35 feet by 18 feet. When you do put a fence back here, my suggestion is making sure that it's at least 6 feet wide, so you can get lawnmowers back there. Maybe a double gate, like a two 3-foot gates, double gate side by side, so you can get machines and whatnot back through here in the future, or possibly even a double gate 8 foot wide in the center. It's another option. Landscaping along this fence to soften the fence. Possibly cutting the grade back along the driveway here, roughly 35 feet by, say, 4 foot cutting back the grade. Possibly extending these drain pipes from the gutters down to the corner of the property, possibly over there, and then putting some rocks around them so that you don't see the pipes. You don't have any issues with the neighbors, but that's probably a good idea. Screening for the new garbage can area, and whether that be natural screen with plants or with a fence in this area, and also going around the AC units. And then I think that's about it. And if you put you know, if you can get something with height over there in that corner, I probably would put a tree over here as well in this corner. So you frame the house. That'll look really nice. Thanks for your time. Talk to you soon.